At Diddy Daycare. Said. UWSG. At low Rantley. Said. I got good news Diddy. At Diddy Daycare. Said. At low Rantley. Said. I just rolled gold reindeer. At Diddy Daycare. Said. Nice. At Diddy Daycare. Said. What's your best thing you'll offer? At low Rantley. Said. Wanna offer lava lows 25. At low Rantley. Said. It's reindeer. At low Rantley. Said. 175M. At Diddy Daycare. Said. How much a sec? At low Rantley. Said. 60M lows 25. At low Rantley. Said. It's lava. At Diddy Daycare. Said. 187.5M for the low 25. At Diddy Daycare. Said. Or 300M toilet for both. At low Rantley. Said. 187M wood. At Diddy Daycare. Said. Isoc. At low Rantley. Said. At low Rantley. Said. Show Isoc. At Diddy Daycare. Said. KK. At Diddy Daycare. Said. It's up. At Diddy Daycare. Said. The gold one. At low Rantley. Said. Can you do the Galaxy eSock for lows too? At Diddy Daycare. Said. I can do Galaxy eSock for both. At Diddy Daycare. Said. Deal. At low Rantley. Said. Isn't reindeer worth a lot? At low Rantley. Said. Is it worth a garama? At Diddy Daycare. Said. No, not really. At low Rantley. Said. What is it worth? At Diddy Daycare. Said. I don't know, is it reindeer trulalelo? At low Rantley. Said. No reindeer bro slide. At low Rantley. Said. The 175M. At low Rantley. Said. Normal 155M. At low Rantley. Said. Gold 175 meter. At Diddy Daycare. Said. I don't know, but I usually like money more, your choice. At low Rantley. Said. Lows 25 for what again? At Diddy Daycare. Said. Wait. At Diddy Daycare. Said. How much lows 25 give? At low Rantley. Said. You want normal or lava? At Diddy Daycare. Said. Lava. At JJXY24. Said. Yo, can I trade you? I have a Los Burrito that makes 89 millisec. My user is Alaja1333. At Diddy Daycare. Said. ID do 435M for both. I think that's fair. At Diddy Daycare. Said. Wait, JJXY, let me trade this guy first. At JJXY24. Said. Okay. At Lowrantley. Said. Wait, so the ESOC for my Los 25, right? At JJXY24. Said. Can I go first too? At Diddy Daycare. Said. And the reindeer. At Diddy Daycare. Said. No, sorry, he was here first. At Diddy Daycare. Said. Lowrantley, we got a deal? At Lowrantley. Said. What would you offer for Los 25 normal 15M and 20M Santa hotspot, and yeah, all that for what? At Lowrantley. Said. I can't trade reindeer. At Lowrantley. Said. I will join with my rest of item. At Lowrantley. Said. Point to what you offer, okay? At Diddy Daycare. Said. Would you do 300M for the Los 25 lava? At Lowrantley. Said. I will join you in bit. At Lowrantley. Said. User. At JJXY24. Said. No, like when you get to me and when we're trading, can I take the Brainrot first? At Lowrantley. Said. 300M what? At Diddy Daycare. Said. Toilette. At Lowrantley. Said. Bet. At Diddy Daycare. Said. Ronaldo MG71. At Lowrantley. Said. Same time. At Lowrantley. Said. Same time. At Diddy Daycare. Said. Yeah. At Lowrantley. Said. Are you trusted? At Diddy Daycare. Said. Yes, are you? At Lowrantley. Said. Are you trusted? At Lowrantley. Said. Nah. At Diddy Daycare. Said. Yeah. At Lowrantley. Said. I got vouch. At Diddy Daycare. Said. Huh. At Lowrantley. Said. It's not big tbh. At JJXY24. Said. I will watch this on his stream to see if he's trusted. At Diddy Daycare. Said. Okay, are we trading brew? At Lowrantley. Said. Okay, add me. At Lowrantley. Said. Now _speedrun 5. At Diddy Daycare. Said. Sent. At Diddy Daycare. Said. Did you add me back? At Diddy Daycare. Said. Bro. At Diddy Daycare. Said. Yo JJXY. At JJXY24. Said. Where is blood? At Diddy Daycare. Said. I don't know. At JJXY24. Said. Yeah. At Diddy Daycare. Said. You wanna trade me then? At JJXY24. Said. Sure bud. At Diddy Daycare. Said. He joined. At JJXY24. Said. I take first. At JJXY24. Said. Oh okay. At Diddy Daycare. Said. No same time. At JJXY24. Said. Bro I don't want to get scammed. At Diddy Daycare. Said. See. At Diddy Daycare. Said. I don't scam. At Lowrantley. Said. See I know scam. At Lowrantley. Said. No bro I don't scam lol. At Lowrantley. Said. I could have hit you lol. At Diddy Daycare. Said. Me neither. At Lowrantley. Said. www. At Diddy Daycare. Said. See. At JJXY24. Said. Okay. At Diddy Daycare. Said. Okay JJXY join. At Lowrantley. Said. Deserves like and sub. At JJXY24. Said. What are we trading? At Diddy Daycare. Said. I'll give 120M for it. At JJXY24. Said. Okay. At Diddy Daycare. Said. Wait Lowrantley. At Diddy Daycare. Said. PLS I really want Reinder, would you take 435M for it? At Diddy Daycare. Said. JJXY. At JJXY24. Said. Yo, accept my friend request. At Diddy Daycare. Said. MBMB. At Diddy Daycare. Said. Done. At Diddy Daycare. Said. Are you sleeping? At Lorantley. Said. Yo. At Lorantley. Said. You able to offer my other stuff? At Diddy Daycare. Said. Yo Lorantley, would you take 435M for your reinder PLSSS? At Lorantley. Said. Srey, I am saving all my stuff for a big item doing like 1B. At Diddy Daycare. Said. Bro, 435M is such an overpay PLS and mine gives more and it'll be easier for the 1B. At Lorantley. Said. Can you offer 10M Los 25 and 11M Los Kuku and 15M Chic Noel and 20M Santa hotspots? At Diddy Daycare. Said. No sorry men, 50M. At Diddy Daycare. Said. ILLY want the reinder GNG PLSSSS. At Lorantley. Said. All are worth 50M plus though. At Diddy Daycare. Said. No sorry. At Lorantley. Said. It's 55M all combined LOL. At Lorantley. Said. But we're trusted man. At Lorantley. Said. Vouch. At Diddy Daycare. Said. Me too bro, PLS, can we do the reindeer BRPLSSS? At JJXY24. Said. Yo, are we trading? At Diddy Daycare. Said. Yeah, wait. At Diddy Daycare. Said. Lorantley PLSSSSS, I did such an overpay. At Diddy Daycare. Said. KYWTVR.